yarn, hook, stitch marker, stuffing. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect crochet. But Nova accidentally added one extra ingredient, her creative chaos. And thus, Nova Gnome Creations was born.
Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova and this is Ozzie, and I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are taking care of the best that you can, and I hope you guys had a great week. It is Saturday, I think. Is it Saturday? I think it is. We have started summer here, and it definitely reflects in the weather because it has been hot AF. It's also been really rainy. And I noticed everybody else's videos when I've been watching other yarny friends on YouTube. Everybody's having rain. So I'm like, is this like nationwide thunderstorm season or something? But yeah, it's been very rainy and thunderstormy here. But yeah, so I have been checking Hobby Lobby for clearance. So far, none for me, but I did want to let you guys know that I have seen a few posts of other people finding it now. So I've been stalking Hobby Lobby, but I haven't found it. And up until like a couple days ago, I hadn't seen anyone else finding it yet either. But I have now seen like 2 people find it. Not people that, well, no, one person that I follow and one person that I don't follow. So it doesn't seem to be widespread yet, but it has begun. I know a lot of people just like absolutely loaded up from Joann, so the Hobby Lobby clearance might not get hit as hard. So I'm actually kind of happy about that, because maybe that means that I will get to hit it like before everybody else goes and starts clearing out some of the good stuff. I am ready. But anyway, about it, I wanted to pop on and say hi and show you guys what I have been up to. I've been working on a lot of little random things. So for one, what I have laying in front of me is a hat that is actually pretty close to finished. Let me pull my hook out. So if you guys watch Happy to Hook Creations, Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations. Oh no, I knew he was going to do that. There's a yarn tail hanging from this, and he is a absolute fiend for some yarn. Let me turn this light on and this light off. I feel like that's going to give us some better lighting. All right, now let's see if I can not trigger him. I might have to put him on the floor. Okay, so if you guys watch Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations, she recently made, what is it you see? Do you need to run free, little Ozifer? No? You don't want to run free? You guys see him clinging to me because I tried to eject him? Yes, this is what he does. No, Ozzie. Okay, I turned the one light back on, but I'm going to leave that light on too. I don't know. I can't tell which way I like it better. But I have the overhead desk light on. One of them anyway. So Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations recently made a one of these spiral beanies that is sometimes known as the Divine Hat, but it's got like other names and tutorials and stuff. It's a very popular pattern. But it's this hat that's worked in like a spiral. It's so freaking pretty. And she recently made one that she turned into a bucket hat. Basically, you just do the beanie, but instead of doing the brim, like a normal front post and back post alternating, you do like, you know, your bucket hat brim. And you guys know I am a freaking sucker for a bucket hat. Like, I absolutely adore bucket hats. And when I saw hers, I was like, oh my gosh, what if I make one in retro stripe? So I am working on this bad boy, and look how pretty. Retro stripe just changes colors so beautifully, and like the colors in it are just like such gorgeous pastels, and like I love it so much. Definitely one of my absolute favorites. So I'm working on that, and I'm getting pretty close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got like one more round to do after the round that I'm on, and then I'll start doing the bucket hat brim. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm loving it so much. I actually went and picked out another yarn from my stash that I want to make another one in, and I'm thinking this Red Heart Super Saver Stripes. You guys, ooh, I love this yarn. This is Neon Stripes. So I was thinking I might make a bucket hat, or I might make another one of this hat specifically in that. And then let me shift some things, because I have some things I'm working on that I don't want to show you yet. And then I have some things I'm working on that I do want to show you, or that I finished. Actually, the rest of this will be finished makes. Okay, so I made some mice for my cats. This is my go-to mouse that I love to make. The pattern is by Mama J Crochet, and it is her, I think this is the large mouse pattern. I'll link it in the description box. But I love this. It's so cute. And I actually made this out of retro stripe as well. I worked it before I started working on the hat, because I knew I wanted to make a new mouse for them. That little door toy that I was telling you guys about recently in a video, it needed the mouse replaced on it, because they've actually pulled the mouse off of it before. And hubby was like, we're going to need another mouse for this, so you better get to crocheting, because the next time that this breaks, it's going to break in a way that isn't like able to be reattached. So I actually tried out a new pattern for like just a quick workup. It was, let me see. I've been working my way through Ella's list, Ella from No Catchy Name, which I will link her, and I will link Happy to Hook Creations Lisa in the description box of this video. You should go check both of them out if you don't already follow them. They are freaking awesome. Milo the mouse pattern. So I've been working my way through what I was saying. Ella's like market makes that she does that are like quick workups. She does them in blanket yarn. And I was like, I feel like trying some of these patterns out. Like, it just seemed like fun. So I'm kind of working my way through it. Well, I had made a little mouse from it. It works up quite a bit smaller. It was probably like half the size of this when you do it in worsted weight yarn. She does it in blanket yarn. And so I did it in worsted weight yarn, and it was so tiny. And it immediately, as soon as I finished it, hubby took it and went and put it on the door on the little strap. So I didn't even take a picture of it. But I did go ahead and also make a mouse using this is my favorite pattern for the cats toys. Is this one by Mama J Crochet. This is worked with absolutely no sewing. It is all worked continuously. So you start at the butt and you work your way all the way down. And then when you get to the nose, you just decrease like endlessly until there's no stitches left. And it gives you this cute, like really long snoot. And then the ears are actually worked on while you're crocheting. Like, you don't even have to reattach. These are actually worked in by doing some like front loop only crocheting, and then going and working the back loops for the next round and continuing. Then when you finish the nose, you actually weave the tail. You cut like a really long tail that you can crochet with still. Weave it through the body, and then you actually crochet the tail back here by chaining, single crocheting back down it, you know, the appropriate amount. I'm not going to tell you the pattern, but then you reattach on, and then you hide the tail in the body, sew it around a little bit, you know, do whatever you want, but like it's all continuous, so no parts are coming off of this unless they like gnaw them off of it. By the way, these patterns I'm going to tell you guys about are all free patterns. So Divine Beanie, Spiral Beanie, whatever you want to call it, is a free pattern. That mouse pattern is a free pattern. The mouse pattern that I mentioned that's already hanging on the door on the elastic string that they like to play with is a free pattern. And then I've got a couple more things that I want to show you guys. And these were also from Ella's little list. She has a list in her description box on her videos that's like the things that she makes frequently, like the patterns, which I love. I love it when people do that. I do that as much as I possibly can. I always try to link everything because it is so nice to just be able to like look in the description box and like find what you need. Okay, so the first thing I gotta show you guys is this free mini Stingray pattern. This is by Chesdo Cotton. I don't know. It's CHEZDOUXCOTON. It's French, I think. But anyway, about it, I will link the pattern for this in the description. But it's a little stingray. How freaking cute. So I'm using yarn scraps for these. That was actually what these two items that I have to show you. I had little tiny yarn scraps. So I used all of the pink. I literally kind of forgot I was crocheting with the yarn scrap. And I got to went to go to finish the stitch and I ran out of yarn. So I was like, oops. So I switched to purple and I got so lucky because that looks intentional. Like it looks like I purposely changed colors there. That was just literally, this was how much pink yarn I had. Then I switched to purple and I used up all of this purple except like the absolute tiniest little bit. Oh, here it is. This is what's left of the purple. And I stopped where I did because they actually have you switch to white for the belly. And this literally wouldn't have even gotten me around again. So I switched to a color that I had already sitting here, another yarn scrap. This is a much bigger yarn scrap. It's more of a small ball worth, so not really, I mean, it technically is a scrap, but it's not like the other ones that were like teeny tiny little scraps. But anyway, about it, and I put these little kawaii eyes on here. Is that not the cutest? I love that. And you guys, no-sew. Love a no-sew pattern. I love a little cutesy no-sew amigurumi. And then the other one is, I've been wanting to make this forever, but I never made it. This is the Gummy Bear pattern by Hook Crochet Gifts on Instagram. Both of these last two are Instagram patterns. You guys, this is the cutest thing ever. Oh my gosh, I need an army of them. Little freaking gummy bear. I've seen people make these out of blanket yarn. I don't think I've ever seen anyone make it out of chenille yarn. I think the pattern has them made out of, let me see. I think they might be made out of chenille yarn in the pattern picture, but like I've never seen anybody, I don't think that I can recall, in like video format holding up one of these in chenille yarn. Look how little. They've always been like bigger. I'm so curious if you worked this in like worsted weight yarn, how tiny, or like DK weight, like little, like a 1-to-1 ratio of a gummy bear. I worked this with a 4mm hook, by the way. This is, I believe that these were scraps of Just Yarn, Just Chenille from the dollar store. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain that that's what they were. The green, I know it's not. I want to say the green is some sort of Hobby Lobby chenille yarn, but I'm not sure. I'm not certain on that. But I think the pink and the purple are both Dollar Tree yarn. But aren't they freaking cute? And like if they, well, and they do come in these colors. So if they're not, but I'm like 99.9% sure they are. Imagine how many of these that you can get out of those skeins. They take the tiniest bits of stuffing. These are money makers if you're like selling them. Pop them on a keychain. They are so cute, and like you could probably get a lot. I might do like a little test actually, like see how many gummy bears I can get out of one of those like Just Yarn, Just Chenille Dollar Tree skeins, or how many Stingrays I can get. But I think these are so adorable. They would be really good gifts or additions to gifts. They would be really good like little keychains, you know. They're things that people make for their markets, obviously, so people know that they're good money makers. But most people make them out of blanket yarn, which I get because Blanket yarn, you can sell them for more because they're larger items, you know. You work it up and it works up to a bigger item, but they're very cute in chenille yarn too. I'm definitely going to have to make some in blanket yarn though. But I think that's everything I have to show you guys. I have other things, but like not for this video. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I hope that you are having a good time so far. And I hope that you take some time to do something just for yourself, not something for anybody else, not something you're required to do, not something you feel obligated to do, or like you're taking care of someone else or whatever. Like it's something just for you, completely just for you. I hope you take some time to do that. If it's crocheting, if it's crafting, if it's sitting and watching the sunrise or the sunset with a cup of coffee, like whatever is going to bring you a little bit of joy that is just for your peace. Because heaven knows in these days, you need to carve out a little bit of time just to decompress. It is crazy right now. It's been crazy. It done been crazy. Anyways, guys, I will see you again real soon and take care. Bye.